Hello, everyone. This is a different type of video today. I just wanted to share something that I've been doing in my spare time for like the last year, and that would be me writing with my non-dominant hand. So my dominant hand is my right hand, but I was inspired by a guy on YouTube called Mike Shale to try writing with my left hand. Something that I've wanted to do for like ever since I was young, but I couldn't really figure out a way to do it. So one day I was at work. I just got on YouTube. I saw his video and I thought, you know what? Let me just try it for myself. So in his video, he said that he wrote the sentence, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog," and he kept writing it down in like a small notebook, like again and again and again. I tried that, and you can see here. Look, I don't know if you can see it properly on the screen, but I wrote on pencil first, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog." The reason he chose this sentence is because it contains every letter in the alphabet, which, yeah, it makes sense if you're going to learn how to write with your non dominant hand. You know, like, write down as many things as possible. So it makes sense you write down something like that. So in his video, he kept doing that again and again and again and again. I thought, cool, that's pretty interesting, but let me take it a step further. So I wrote that sentence down again and again and again and again, as you can see. But then I decided to put in some numbers. So I just wrote like 0 to 10, so like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Cool. The same sentence. Then again some numbers. Sentence number. Then I thought, you know what? Let me go just a bit further. Let me try writing down some capital letters as well. So this same sentence again. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but now in all caps, and then numbers, sentences, number sentences. Cool. I kept doing that for about a couple of days, but I didn't want to write it down in this book. So instead, I decided to buy a booklet or a notepad which contains 200 pages. So I just kept writing it down again and again and again and again. So as you can see here, obviously this isn't A4, but you'll see why it's not a big deal afterwards. So as you can see here, like I said, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. I kept writing it down again and again and again. Just kept going. The track was making it hard to actually show you everything, but yeah, I just kept writing it down. Yeah, so same sentence again and again and again. So small letters, capitals, numbers. Kept doing it. Just kept doing it. Kept doing it. But then I thought, you know what? Let me try writing something else that contains every letter in the alphabet. So I searched online for some examples. I found one here that I'll be honest, I don't even know what. I don't even know how to even pronounce this. Cozy Lumux gives smart squid who asks for a job pen. Yeah, so I did that again. Small letters, capitals, numbers. But I was like, you know what? I can't be writing this again and again and again because like I just find it hard to actually comprehend what it even meant. Like you can even see here, I made a slight mistake. I didn't see properly, oh, you can. Like I wrote the thinking I was gonna write the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but I didn't. So I mean, I did it on the next days, but it was just like what the hell. So I should say that when I started, I wrote one page every day, like a full page. For the first 25 days, was just like complete a new page at least once a day. So this was actually the first day, and this was the second day of me doing this. I didn't see properly on the screen. So this was the second day. So yeah, I just kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it, kept doing it. But then after a while, I just thought, you know what? I need to go further with this. So I then decided to draw some shapes. So you got like a circle, a triangle, square, star. I think it's hexagon. I don't know, a kite or a diamond sort of thing. So yeah, I was just experimenting with the writing. But then I decided, you know what? Let me write something else. So I decided to write the alphabet. So I was just doing that. So A B C D blah blah. Small letters, caps, numbers, 10 to 0, and then just kept going, just kept going, kept going. Had some fun as well. This was meant to be a house, the sun, a cloud, and that was meant to be a cow, but I didn't bother coloring the dark patches. So it looks like a pig, but it's meant to be a cow. But I don't know about that. So there's that. Again, I just kept going, the same thing again and again and again. But then I decided to write something else. So I decided to write, for some reason, I wrote down, my name is Slim Shady, aka that one rapper. And the way my hand was struggling to actually write something different is like I'm saying, because as you can see here, writing down the same thing again and again and again, it's all right, but you're gonna come to like a moment where you're gonna write something else, and you like the way you're gonna struggle with it's insane. Like you like I was like, my hand was all like getting fucking whatever, it was getting all like twisted and shit. Like it was hard to do. So um, I thought, you know what, this is gonna take some time, but yeah. So write down my name is Sim Shady, some numbers. Um, yeah, this is on Clear 7. If you know, it only takes a professional 2 seconds to find you. I was like, yeah, you know what, I might as well. So yeah, so I was writing down stuff, but I was just like, you know what, I have to like think of new things to write down. So over here, same shit. The quick man fox, don't told you lazy dog. Then here I wrote down, where is it? Yeah, once upon a time in a land far, far away. Same thing again. Small letters, caps, numbers as well. Wrote down here as well. Oh, hang on. Yeah, cool. Full name, address, city, postcode, phone number, small letters, capital letters. So I was doing this like at least once a day. Though I'll be honest, so it was like consecutive for like the first 25 days, like just straight every day, write down a full page with your left hand, blah blah blah. But then after a while, I just thought, not I just thought, but like I was getting a bit lazy with it, so I just kind of stopped. Then came back into it. So if I missed one day, I would then write down 2 pages the next day to sort of compensate. So it was technically on track, but I'll be honest, I couldn't keep that promise. You got more things here. I was writing on whatever. So I've got what's up. This is from Dragon Ball Fighters. He plays with Geo. I'm not gonna repeat it, but anyway, I was writing at that as well. His quotes, same thing. So uh writing on the alphabet, small letters, capital letters, keeping it consistent. So like you can actually track the progress of the handwriting. Like it gets neater as it goes on. So you have here the first day. It's not that neat, but you can roughly tell what is being written. But then later on, I so it looks, you can see here is like you can tell what's being written, but it's not neat. I'll be honest. But then as the days go along, it gets a bit neater, a bit until I write something different, like the my name is Sim Shady. So yeah, you see, it gets gradually better as it goes on. So I was just writing down whatever. I was just writing down whatever. It didn't really matter to me too much. Nothing crazy, but that's how it is. Okay, cool. So here we get to day 26. So this is when I started writing down the actual days. So I guess within the actual book it would be page 25, but like I'm saying, this was day number 1, and when I bought the book, it counted as day 2. So yeah, so day 26, I said day 26 training to be ambidextrous, training, so trying to get in the zone. So I just wrote write down first. Small letters, caps. Then then I wrote down the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Numbers as well. Yeah, so for the numbers, I was just writing down like roughly whatever can fit in the actual the line. So three. So if I wrote down numbers 9 to 0 three times, I thought it fits in perfectly well. So at first, I was just writing it down so like the entire page got filled, but so yeah, I can see here. I just wrote it down so like literally everything was filled in the box, but it came to a point where I was realizing that it was very hard to actually see what was being written. If that makes sense, like it was getting a bit too messy. So I thought, you know what, let me just do like yeah. So here's a good example of what I'm talking about. So um, well, it's sort of a good example, but I should, you know what, yeah. Small letters, then caps, then numbers, and then next line. Yeah, so rather than just like trying to like, cram it all into one, I just thought, you know what, let me just pick up a bit. Um, it was quite tricky because like looking at this page here, hopefully you can see it on the camera. Yeah, you can see that. So you have the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog in small letters, but then you come down to the caps. It just says the quick brown jumps over the lazy fox. Which, hang on a minute, that isn't the right sentence. It's meant to be the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. But over here, it's not the same thing. So there were moments where I was just getting things mixed up. Like it's not as easy as it seems at first. I'll be honest, but it is a fun hobby to try. Like it doesn't take too much time out of the day. Like at first, I'll be honest, it was like this is taking me at least like I don't know 2 hours. Like it's more of me staying focused and not like being like, you know what, fuck this, I want to go I don't know, go outside, go gym, play some games. It's like, you know what, just do it and you'll be done for the whole day. But there are moments where I was like getting things mixed up. So like I'm saying here, I was just getting like, the works mixed up. And then later on down here, I corrected it. But yeah, that if you are thinking of trying this, that's something you need to be aware of. But personally, I recommend it. It is interesting. So there's that. So I'm trying to get back to where I was before. So day 26, day 26, get going. I started doing some flipping noughts and crosses by myself for some reason. Yeah, it's interesting. But so there's that. Just writing down some garbage. Just kept writing it down. Kept going. Kept going. I kept going. Kept going. Trying to find anything interesting. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Kept. Yeah. So here, so I started writing down like arrows, symbols as well. I swear this is the Konami code. Well, I'm probably wrong, but yeah, I just started writing down like all kinds of stuff. Let's get going. So as I'm saying, the handwriting gradually got neater as went on, but the book itself it was getting all like messed up and stuff like that. So yeah, kept going, kept going, kept going, kept going. Trying to find day 100. If you find anything interesting, put it down in the comments and see if people relate to whatever it is you said. I'm trying to find day 100, but I can't seem. Here we go. Speak of the devil. So yeah, so finally, day 100. So I said here, finally here at day 100 of me trying to be ambidextrous. I've always wanted to be able to use both my hands and feet equally. I just didn't know how to start. Writing in this book isn't the only activity I've been doing. I tried washing. Yeah, so I tried washing the dishes, which is it's interesting, but there's also a bit tricky. It's like holding the sponge because I haven't got a dishwasher in my house, so I just use my hands. So I just get the soap on the sponge, wash it, blah blah blah. But it's kind of hard for me to like just stick to use my left hand and not like be like, you know what, right hand, because it's easier. So that's something I was struggling with. Brushing my teeth. So ever since I started doing this, no joke, I now exclusively brush my teeth with my left hand. Like I don't even attempt to use my right hand. It's like doing it at first is a bit it's a bit wonky, but like I'm being honest. I now exclusively brush my teeth with my left hand, so that's a improvement. Using the computer. Well, this is more only when I was at someone else's house where they had like because I've got a gaming mouse, the whole which is basically only for your right hand, because you've got the two buttons here, and then you got the curve bit here. So I can't really use a mouse with my left hands, but if I'm going somewhere else, then I will legit switch the mouse onto the other side and then use my left hand. So there's that. Yes, so using a computer mouse on the other side and throwing a tennis ball on the wall to catch it. Yeah, so this bit here, throwing the ball on the wall and catching it, it's it's not hard to do, but it's just that, let's say if you want to throw something really hard to someone with your dominant hand, is like, yeah, it's hard and fast, but with your non-dominant hand, or my left hand, like it feels a bit wonky and light. It doesn't feel like powerful, if that makes sense. So I've been trying to fix this. I can't do it as consistently because like neighbors, things like that, and also where I live there are not in any like huge walls like first I think I can catch it, so that's a bit tricky. And I can't also like travel God knows how long just to find a wall to first have gun. You know what I mean? Like I'm not that kind of guy. Yeah. So back to the speech, I guess. It's only recently that I've decided to train my left leg through football. So this bit here, I did it for a bit, but I stopped because my local football cage, they were doing some construction around this time. Like they were like adding grass or astroturf, I guess. They were adding astroturf to it, so they locked it. Like I'm saying, there aren't any like walls to practice on, so I didn't bother. Like you may see the videos of like people like having this like dedicated football training ground, which is free to use, but like the time that I wrote this, there wasn't anything like that. And also I was working as well, so I couldn't be asked to like go out, find a place and then train. Like it wasn't really like that, so it's what it is. What should I say? If I say football, getting the ball in the air is a lot harder than I thought. Honestly, I should. Yeah, so like I'm saying, actually, you know what? If you can, you might as well read this for yourself. Hopefully, you can read. But yeah, I should have done this during lockdown. This was the perfect lockdown activity, but instead I was just trying to get some platinum trophies on my PS4. But honestly, I should have done this during lockdown because this would have been perfect during lockdown. This would have been like fucking like perfect spot. It is what it is. Anyway, back to the scrolling. So yeah, like I'm saying, handwriting. So it gets neater and it also gets bigger if you notice. So like you compare this, which is technically the same thing as the. So you compare like the first 3 lines or first 4 lines to yeah to like these lines. So you can see like it's getting bigger, bolder, and a bit neater. Like originally, I struggled to write down S. Like the letter S was a struggle to write down. Like I couldn't do it for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. But now S is it's not that hard to do. That's not. It's pretty simple. S here, S here. What else is going on? S. You got S over here. So yeah. So yeah. So here, I was like, yeah, same thing. Just write down every letter in the alphabet. So I said, small letter, big letter, that together, make it more consistent. So there's that. The music genres I listen to. So you got Jersey Club, breakcore, drum and bass, grime, drill. Okay, this is me out of myself, but I do not know the difference between grime and drill. To me, they're the same thing. I think grime is more like hardcore lyrics, but I think grime is more like the commercial, like Stormzy and Tion Wayne. Not trying to diss those guys, but I think that's the difference. I should have added Brazilian funk. That's pretty good as well. Or funk and Brazilian funk. PHONK. Yeah, that sort of funk. So yeah, you got those. You got that as well. So you got more just me just writing down stuff. Another thing that I should point out is that the flipping pens that I've had. Yeah, I've had pens that they just run out. Not of ink, but like you use, like, let's say you write down with your right hands and you try to write on your left hand, yeah, and it's like the ink doesn't like want to come out properly with your left hand, and if you use your right hand, and then it's like the whole thing. It's like I probably use like, I don't know, 20 pens just trying to get one sentence out. Like, it's mad. I think it's because I'm writing down on both sides rather than like right here and then right here and then like what I mean. Like I'm writing on both sides of the page, so it's probably making it harder. So yeah. Here I just write down the weapons in Neo. Again, I've completed the second game, but I haven't done the New Game Plus because I don't really know what to do. There's so many different systems now. I'm like, I have no idea what to do next. So there's that. Writing down more stuff. Yeah, so you can see like the pencil are like really thick. Just writing down more stuff. Kept going. So here I started writing down patterns. Now these weren't that hard to do. I think the issue, but the thing with me was I was trying to get it to be like really, really neat rather than just getting my hands used to like the actual pattern of it, if that makes sense. So I was going for more of quality rather than quantity of like having my hands getting used to it. So I was just doing these patterns. I think they're called line patterns. I could be wrong. Or like handwriting patterns. So your triangle, your rectangle, your waves. I don't know, frequency spikes are. I don't know, your lines. Yeah, I was just doing it to like get used to like doing different stuff. Because like I'm saying, writing down the same thing again and again and again is all right. But the minute if you switch to something else, your hand's just gonna be like you're like contorted, like you can't really do it properly. Also, if you do want to try this challenge, which I do recommend, I think you should get a book like this rather than something like this. The only reason why I say that is because this kind of booklet, this thing here, really, really is difficult to write down certain stuff, because if you want to write on this side of the page, it's all right, but the minute you come on this side of the page, it's difficult. Like your hand it's gonna get like on this thing here, it's gonna get hard to write. It's this whole thing. Like it's this thing, yeah, made writing on the right page difficult as hell. That's why even now I'm wearing my watch on my left hand. I'm saying on my right hand rather than my left hands, because usually I wear watch my thing left hands. This is how it is. But because I was doing this challenge, I put on my right hand, because like wearing a watch as well, it makes it where if you want to like write on this page, it's like the watch gets stuck on this bit here, and it's like it damages the book. So there's that. Again, I was just writing down different stuff. Don't look too deep into the things I was writing down. It was just like random things that just came into my mind. So here I was just writing down different patterns you see in the keyboards, or even on maths, or even on your phone's keyboard. I was writing that down. You got this bit here. Yeah, so it's more symbols here. Different stands in JoJo, if you know. Just kept going. Oh yeah, so here. So this is 138. Here's where I started like I'm writing down the actual like pages or the days. If that makes sense. Trying to find it. So when did I start? I think day 26 I started. So yeah, I was just writing down the actual days as well. So yeah, so 90, and then from 90 you get to 100. Give me a second. It's a slight detour, but trust me. Yeah, so 100s. Then from 100 you get to. Give me a second. Yeah, 122. 112. Kept going. 138. Eventually, I stopped writing down the actual days, because I just thought, well, if it was like this book has 200 pages, so I only really need to keep track of the all of the last day. So there's that. Over here, I just so I just thought, what, let me try drawing our stuff as well. So this was meant to be a seaside, some some super Mario level, and then like a room in a 3D perspective. I couldn't really get properly, but is what it is. It's more the attempt rather than the perfection of matters. Again, more symbols that's writing down. I wrote down the lyrics for "Devil Never Cry" for some funny reason. I don't know why. And then I wrote down the lyrics for "Half the Hour" from Bleach. So yeah, let me try and get it without actually looking at it. So it's "Cometh the hour, cometh cometh the hour, we'll be ready. Cometh the man who, I'm not going to sing sing the whole song, but like it's a really good song from Bleach. I'll put it in the description. It's cometh the hour for reckoning will be ready. Cometh the man who will fight beside me and be steady. Cometh the angel, the messenger, and he'll be ready. Cometh the devil, the temples, so he must be ready. Yeah, something like this. Fucking, bro, that song is a banger. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah. So this page here, messy as hell. I was trying to get it to be consistent, so we like, so it'll be like, yeah. So these two lines will repeat every 4 lines, but I couldn't keep track of it, so eventually it just got jumbled up. But like I'm saying, gradually the words get neater. So I was writing down like songs, games, whatever. Song recommendations. More symbols. Just kept going. Just kept going. Just kept more symbols as well. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Kept going. Still recording. Thank God. Okay. Yep. So game recommendations. Kept going. More symbols as well. Like I'm saying, it's mainly me just making it interesting, like, because like if I was to just write down the same thing again and again and again, I'd get bored very quickly. Like anybody would just lose interest. But I think it's important to like mix it up a bit. So like write down things around your house, write down things that you like, songs you like, favorite characters, sports, whoever. Yeah. So this bit here, so you got Fancy Pants from the games, you got Heisenberg, Jake the dog, Finn the human. Yeah. So I haven't watched that show in ages. So Hello Kitty. This was fucking. Keep in mind, I'm using a pen. I'm not using a pencil to like erase or anything like that, and I'm not using Tipex, so I couldn't like change up anything like that. So I drew 3D shapes as well. Quite hard to do, I'll be honest. But like I'm saying, it's more the attempts rather than me trying to get perfect. So you got that. He's got that. Yeah, so I wrote this during the time where VIP to the legend when Toriyama died. I thought on like my favorite things from Dragon Ball Z. So Goku. Not my favorite character in fiction, but I do like him in fights, if that makes sense. So you have Goku, the Final Flash, Instant Transmission, Solar Flare, Vegito. My favorite character in terms of design. In terms of design, he's probably like my favorite Dragon Ball character. Broly, mainly for Broly, for me, it's mainly the idea of the character. Though I had it though recently I looked up thing because I think Vegeta says like, oh, the legendary Saiyan of legend, he's got blonde hair and he's powerful. So I was thinking, oh, was he talking about Broly this whole time? But apparently not. He wasn't meant to talk about something else, which I thought was a bit sad, but is what it is. The Kamehameha, the Kaioken, the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, which is, if I had that in real life here, holy shit. That'd be so cool. Trunks, Bruce Faulkner, that soundtrack, so good. Super Saiyan, and yeah, and you can, if you can read it, then good for you. Because I don't want to zoom into the camera because it might ruin the quality. But if you can see it, cool. I'll try and see if I can like crop the screen a bit so you can read what's being said. But yeah, that as well. Right on the lyrics of Fort Minor, if you know. Just kept writing things down. I started doing the flipping fractions. Yeah, I was so bored. And the thing is, yeah, I think one of my old jobs, they wanted me to like count down, like count the inventory in like in the stock for the some stuff they had. It's like something was like, hey, because you haven't got anything to do, you mind doing this? I thought, yeah, might as well. So in my spare time, whilst I was working there, I just for some bizarre reason, let me start doing fractions for maths. So um, I just thought, you know what, let me do some re- revision for fractions. So you have here, obviously, you get your what do you call it? You get your numerator and your denominator. I haven't done this in years. Like I fucking after I passed maths year, never again. I did not touch maths again. I thought cool. I passed. Bye bye. First time. I ain't doing this shit again. So um yes, just started like, doing some revision of maths. So you have adding fractions, multiplying fractions, subtracting fractions, things like that. I tried out different African countries. Yes, I started writing down. So you start drawing Gumball. No, is it Gumball? No, Darwin. Say, I've already seen that show like 5 times. This is like years ago. So you have Darwin, Gumball, SpongeBob, Ferb, and the classic, early 2000s gangster sign. What does the S actually mean? I don't even know. Because it can't mean gangster. Gangster doesn't begin with an S, it begins with a G. So I was wondering, what does the S actually stand for? I don't know. Maybe it's this star and gangster. I'm guessing. I haven't got a clue. So there's that. Um, like I'm saying, don't look too deep into things that I wrote down. It was just for fun. Um, so yeah, like, different symbols as well. Just kept going. Just kept going. Different games. Just kept going. Kept going. More symbols as well. Kept going. Just kept going. Just kept going. uh, if you know where this is from, high five. And if anyone knows what the actual song, what the first name of the song is, please let me know because like I really want to know what the first song name is called. I haven't got a clue. I couldn't find it. I tried using Shazam, but it doesn't give me the results. Yeah. Anyway. Yep. The tree alphabet and the tree letters as well. I mean, not letters. The numbers. Just kept going, and then finally, day 200. Well, 201 technically, but yeah, and yeah. So that's just me writing my left hand for a good 200 days. Like I'm saying, if you do want to try this, I recommend you don't get a book like this. Get something like this where you can write on both ends, where it doesn't really matter. This is only 200 and say 160 pages, A4, but it's alright. It should make a difference. So that was just me writing everything my left hand for like a good 200 days or so. Like I'm saying, there were days where I wrote down 2 pages a day, but it wasn't that hard. If that makes sense. But that was just my little adventure. Share something different rather than video games for once. So that was all in this. This is I think this is not A4. This is like I don't know A5. I'm guessing. I don't know. So there's that. But then eventually, I thought, you know what? I stopped writing down in this book for like a good week. Like so after I completed the challenge, I didn't write down. I didn't need to use my time for writing for like a long time. But then I thought, you know what? Let me make sure that I'm not dry. Let me make sure that the skill hasn't left me. So I decided to write in this book. This is like a proper like A4. Give me a second. Yeah, A4 notebook from bloody Tesco. So I just thought, you know what? Let me just write down even more stuff. Oh, should have done that. How cool. Yeah, so again, the quick brown fox just over the lazy dog. I think wrote that down. Different songs, different games, and yeah, just kept going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And as you can see, pretty neat throughout the whole way through. you might want to get some pens, if you want to try this, like make sure you have pens that like really work. And also pens that don't leak in the back. That makes sense. Like don't like the thick ink and then all that sort of stuff. But like I'm saying, I wanted to share this thing that I was doing for like a couple of months now. It wasn't a year. It wasn't a year, but I just thought, you know what, let me just try it. Yeah, and I wasn't I wasn't paid to say this, but I was inspired by, is it Mike Shake on YouTube? So, like I'm saying, I saw his video, but there's a bit in his video where he said he wanted to like come back to the challenge to see if he still had the skill to do it, but he didn't make another one. Like he didn't make like a follow up video of it. So, I just thought, you know what, let me try it for myself. So yeah, that's the video. My mouth is dry, but yeah, hopefully I inspired someone to do this. If not, well, that makes me more unique. But yeah, bye.